Happy New Year's, everyone! Hey you guys, it's Tamara here from LilMissStyle vlog, and I am back with a brand new video. For today's video, I decided to kind of keep up with a little tradition here on the channel, and I noticed last year one of the first videos that I did was a thrifting haul. So I thought, why not keep that up and do a thrifting haul for you again as my first 2016 video. So I haven't done one of these on my channel in a while, so I have collected quite a few items. This is just a collective haul of all the thrifting that I have done. I would say in the past couple of months since you see my last thrifting video. So as always, they're mostly tops because I'm not a bottoms person. They're actually all tops. So you'll notice that as I go through each item. But I am going to stop chatting and get right into it with my first item. So as most of you guys know, I love blazers. For me, it's like an effortless way to just look chic. And you can always throw a blazer on over a top and some jeans and just really transform the look. So I was thrifting a few months ago and I ran into this blazer, and everything about it I just kind of fell in love with. If you look in the back, it has like this nice little sheer detailed. It has beautiful gold bold buttons. It's from a designer called Zion Anaya. I think it's pronounced Anaza. I did a little bit of research. I wasn't really able to find a lot of information about this blazer, but it was just something about it. I had to buy it. And to be honest, when I tried it on, it didn't fit the best, but I just feel like I can work with it. I did pay quite a bit for it. I paid $20, which for a thrift store, that's considered a lot, especially when it comes to me thrifting, but it's one of those items I feel that are totally worth it. Just with the material, and if you just look at the details on it, you can tell it's probably was regularly priced. It was like an expensive item, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So I guess $20 wasn't a big deal to pay that much. Hopefully I'll get an opportunity to style this for you in some future lookbooks or blog posts, so make sure to look out for that when it comes, and I'll make sure to also keep you guys updated if I do that. So for this next item, I guess I'm keeping up with the theme of blazers, and also another little love of mine is black and white. I love black and white squares or black and white stripes especially. I know this was somewhat of a trendy item that isn't as big as it used to be, but I still kind of love rocking the whole black and white stripe lip look. I guess you can call it like the Beetlejuice look. I love like mix matching it with other prints, which is a really fun look to do. And the way that this falls, it just falls perfectly for me. Even though it is a bit of a bigger size, it's actually a size 4. I can tell it was originally from H&M, and I usually don't fit their size 4. But the way this is cut, it's cropped, so on me it fits perfectly. And I also love this draped lapel that it comes with, that it just fits me perfectly as well. Like, I do really well when blazers are draped like this versus the ones that are more structured. They don't suit me as well. And this has shoulder pads, and shoulder pads actually don't usually fit well on me, but even with this, like, basically this fits perfectly on me. I know it doesn't do a lot of justice on the hanger, but when I tried it on, it fits me really well. So I think I'm gonna get a lot of different uses for this, and I have a feeling this trend is just gonna always come back. Like, it's something about wearing black and white. It's always on point. So I just can add this to my collection of black and white items, so why not? So this next item, it's a little different. It's actually kind of what I'm wearing today. It's the whole cowlick, is it called cowlick or cow neck? I'm sorry. The cow neck turtleneck look. I don't typically wear turtlenecks just because, if you don't notice, I have a really short neck. So when I tend to wear turtlenecks, it just looks as if it's smothering me. So when I do, I try to stick with more of these where it's more stretched out, where it's not kind of tight on your neck, because they do make my neck look a bit more elongated. And this is a tip for anyone that may have a short neck too, like I do. These are the best alternatives to a turtleneck, and I bought this also a few months ago, and I have worn it, and I wore it with white pants and some red lipstick, and it looked really good. It's one of those items, like, when you put it on, it does a lot more justice than it does on the hanger. But it's just, it looks really good with pretty much every skin tone. And I just noticed it's reverse, but it actually looks the same way either way. But yeah, I turned it on the wrong side, but it looks the same way when it's the other way too. It's like that golden brown stitching, and yeah, it's one of those good, and it's also really good. Another thing with this item, it's also a really good item for the fall and the winter. I guess we're done with fall, so the winter, it's very warm even though it is sleeveless. It's also very warm. I think the first time I wore this, it was really cold outside, and I didn't even need to really pair it with a jacket, and I was warm enough. Although I am a warm-blooded person, so might be a bit biased with that. But yeah, I do have some more ideas for looks with this that I'm excited to share with you. For this next item, it's also a very laid-back, easy to style, which is like my theme when it comes to everything. When it comes to everything that I wear, this is just in like a vintage-looking. I guess it's from like a school team, or honestly, or like a sports team. I love that whole sports team vintage sweater vibe. Like, I've been buying a lot of shirts that way, and I actually have been cutting them up and putting them under, layering them under other items, and I'm really starting to love that look. So I've been eyeing more of the sweatshirt ones because I have a lot of t-shirts that I did for the summer, so I thought, why not find some sweatshirts? So I haven't decided actually how to wear this. I think I do want to cut the neck to make it a bit more like off the shoulder, because I do love off the shoulder sweaters. Or I was actually Googling some different ways to cut the sweatshirt, or I just might leave it as is and just rock it with some white tights or some white ripped jeans. Like, there's so many different ways to do this, and I actually have seen different versions of this type of sweater at like Forever 21 and just other mass stores like that, and the price on them is kind of ridiculous. Like, it's not terrible, but it's like $30, and I think I paid $2 for mine. So this is a little tip: if that's a look that you guys like, just go to your local thrift store, especially if you go to the men's section. For me, because I'm smaller, I went to the little boy section, but I also always see them in the men's section. So check out the men's section and just pull out some really cute graphics that you like, and you can recreate that look yourself using thrift store buys. So for this next item, it was kind of like an impulse buy, I guess you can say. When I first saw it, I thought I really liked it, and I brought it home, and it's been a couple months and I still haven't worn it because I don't really know what I feel about it, but it's a blazer as well, but it's just this red and blue blazer. I think it's originally from, it says from Windsor, and when I first saw it, I liked it. It was $5, but when I brought it home, I didn't like it as much. When I tried it on, it does fit me well because, as I mentioned, like this whole drape lapel look, it always fits me well just because my body shape. But as far as the graphic goes, I'm not too crazy about it, so I might end up sending it right back to the thrift store. I'm still deciding on that. But maybe if you guys have cool ideas of how to style this, I welcome you to leave that below because I can take some feedback, because I'm kind of confused what to do with it. But I don't know. It's just one of those things that have been sitting in my closet for a while, but I thought it would be worth sharing with you guys because it is part of my recent thrift purchases. So for this next item, it's something that I really am excited to wear this winter. It is a wool sweater. This has a very really cute vintage feel. I believe it is vintage, just looking at the tag. It has pearl, what do they call it, embellishments on it. It's really soft. It's a 50% lambswood, 40% Angora rabbit hair, and 10% nylon. So this is legit fur on it, which is really comfortable and warm. And luckily California lately has been very warm, so having a sweater like this in the years past may have been I wouldn't get much use out of it. But this winter, I think I'm going to be able to get a lot of use out of it. I'm waiting for it to get really, really cold and for me to wear this, because I tried it on. It's very, very warm. So it might be a little bit too warm as far as right now, but I think pretty soon I'm going to this will be perfect. Okay, so that concludes my thrifting haul video. I hope you guys all enjoyed the items that I showed you. And as always, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Leave below some of your 2016 goals. I'm a person that's really big on setting goals in the New Year's versus resolutions. And I just noticed that just allows me to stay more on track of and focus more on like a set thing to do versus resolutions I don't feel are the same. So let me know which ones that you are willing to share, because I know there's some that are private. And I will see you soon in the next video. Okay, bye you guys.